Welcome to Update 161. So it is Monday, the 2nd of August, and yeah, I left some bids on a online auction, a local online auction. Location's about an hour away, and only got two items, two lots. So ended up picking up a jewelry lot and another lot that had some souvenir spoons and junk in it. Hoping that there's a sterling spoon in there maybe to pay for the lot. But other than that, the jewelry lot had one ring that looked to be gold, possibly, so I took a total flyer on it and tried to give that a shot. But yeah, it's probably going to be a wasted trip, I suspect. Probably going to cost me rather than make money, but oh well. What do you do? I do have to pick up some ceiling tiles and ceiling grid. Finally getting a ceiling put into my suite. So yeah, it's just been the rough kind of warehouse ceiling for the last year. I'm getting tired of it, and it also lets out a lot of heat. So need to kind of insulate a little bit, keep the heat in my suite so I can keep it at least at room temperature rather than 4 or 5 degrees below room temp. Anyway, yeah, so be prepared in this video to see the reveal on some of the stuff that I picked up. And yeah, it's just, there's not enough for its own video, so I'll probably put it in this video if it works out that way. I will also do some thrift shops, so maybe I'll have a separate video. We'll see. I'm not sure. So if it's in this video, then you're lucky, and if not, then you'll have to watch another video and enjoy it. So back from the auction pickup, I did some thrifting and picked up ceiling tile and grid work for putting a ceiling into my suite, so I don't have the old warehouse ceiling showing, and it'll give some better insulation, hopefully keep some of the heat in the winter. And I've done a separate video on the fines and such, so you can check it out. It'll be uploaded before this. But as it turns out, I did some recalculations on the jewelry and such. I did some digging, and the ring is probably worth about $150. The brooch is about $125 or so. It's a lot lighter. There's not as much gold in it, although it is 14 karat. And yeah, also the other jewelry, the Butler jewelry, is a little more modern, probably 1990s stuff, but being vintage-ish, I can list it on Etsy, so I'm going to do that. So I think roughly out of that $25 purchase, we're looking at in the neighborhood of $450. So the trip was worthwhile in the end to pick up that two lots of stuff from the auction. So happy about that. Anyway, check out the other stuff coming up. So it's Wednesday, and I went and picked up my sign. Yeah, I actually had a sign made for the front of the building. So we'll be putting that up, or I'll be putting that up soon, and you'll be able to see it momentarily. I also picked up a book. We went thrifting again, of course. So just went to the local shops and picked up a book, A Call to Arms by David W. Love. And yeah, it's actually, turns out it's a scarce book, worth about $110. So that was the cheapest price. Most of them are about $150 to $200. So anyway, yeah, it costs 50 cents. So yeah, $110 book for 50 cents. Can't beat that. So yeah, anyway, check out the sign right shortly. So while we're on the topic of signs, it turns out that somebody went out of their way, and I mean having to drive quite a ways down a ditch to run into one of my signs, and hit it with their vehicle, ran it over, and almost split the plywood in half. Not impressed, of course, because now I have to remake that sign. It's not really salvageable. I suppose I could tack it together a bit better, but I think it's too far gone. So yeah, leave another photo of it right here. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos on antiquing, thrifting, picking, scrapping, and single site scammers. Take care, folks.